first thing is about finding roommates. I think that you need to be very specific about what kind of roommate you're looking for. Like, for example, if you're a vegetarian who doesn't drink or doesn't smoke, I think you need to put that out. You need to get in touch on different Facebook groups. Also, join the College Pond group. That's how I got one of my roommates. And on Facebook groups as well, you'll find many other WhatsApp groups. Especially if you're looking for a University of Southern California WhatsApp group, I'd suggest that you join as soon as possible, because those groups tend to get full very quickly. Also, if you're looking for a house, I would advise you to look for houses maybe on Ellendale. Ellendale is a bit expensive, but it's also safe. It's close to Manas, that's an Indian store. It's close to Ralph's, that's grocery. There are 2 bus stops on the street. It's well lit. There are about 2 ambassadors. I personally live on Ellendale and I would recommend it. There will be a lot of people trying to con you, and if you think that you have shortlisted a house, you should always tell the owner that one of my relatives would be visiting you and I would like to check out the place, and the DPS will help you for this. DPS is basically the Department of Police of your University of Southern California, and they patrol the area around USC. There's a specific designated area, so you should also be looking at houses that are particularly within the DPS patrolled area. If you're living within the DPS patrolled area, you should be looking something between 550 to 650 around. For the rent, for transport, USC gives us free lift after 7 p.m. 7 p.m. to 2 a.m. So in the beginning, obviously, it will be a bit difficult, because it was difficult for me, especially because I've not lived outside before. To the people who have lived in hostels or have worked for a few years, it will comparatively be easier, because you're used to washing your own clothes, managing your food and your expenses. You have 2 different kinds of orientation. The first one is the passport verification, in which you are explained about your CVIS number and your passport. The other orientation is the university orientation, wherein you go into the Bovard auditorium, and there's usually like 3 or 4 faculty that come, and they talk about your student life, the studies that you will do, and there's a lunch included on that day. So it's just like getting to mix up with people. I'd say about 60-40, 60 being Chinese, 40 being Indians, and about few of them Americans, Europeans. I'd say about 70%, 60 to 70% maybe. It solely depends on the subjects. So what happens is there are tons of clubs. There's a Bhangra club, there's a cricket club, football, you name it, it's there. But the thing is, these clubs are decided based on the majority timings of the student members. So it is possible that these times clash or coincide with your classes or your discussion sessions, and you may not be able to join them. But some people do manage them.